Hello guys, welcome. Happy Friday to everybody. Welcome to pre-market live session and starting with S&P 500. You can see futures are now in the neutral zone, getting closer to buy zone. Buy zone is around 44.36. This is short-term zone. So green lines, those who are new, just focus on green lines and red lines. So we like to buy green lines. You can treat them as support lines. We like to buy on green lines and we like to sell on red lines. And right now we are getting closer to in neutral line. White line is the neutral lines, which is like a no trade line. And this is Hull moving average. So you can ignore this for now. So anyhow, so for today's session, these are short-term trade ideas, pre-markets. You can focus on 44.36 and below. So if S&P 500 falls from where it is right now in the morning, market open around 0.32%, 44.36 and below, that's a good area to buy. Also, you can look at Nasdaq 100. You can see it's also near neutral zone and the zones are 15,193 and below. So if it falls below 15,193 and below, you should be looking to buy. It's around 0.42%. So in the morning, if you get a dip around this area, you should be looking to buy triple Qs, which is cash index, or you can buy leverage stocks like T triple Q, 3X index. Fungu is one of them, SOXL. So you can decide how you want to trade. Dow Jones is in the neutral zone, right in the middle. This is a no trade zone. So you either wait for stock to go higher around 34,617, then you can do buy put options in this area or short it using inverse ETF, or you wait for it to go in the green session and then you buy around that area, okay, when it falls in green session. Russell 2000 also it's coming closer to the buy zone. So you can see it's very close right now, 1851 and below. That's the buy zone. So from here, it's 0.31% down. So anything below that, that's a good area to buy. Apple a little bit higher pre-market. This is pre-market trading session. You can see still just bouncing from second standard deviation to the buy zone. You can see it was below third standard deviation, which is like a really good entry. So yesterday we had that. So we are holding Apple right now. Still a very good area to buy, and there are multiple gaps to the upside. You can see 181.52. These yellow lines are gaps. Those are my target. I think at minimum I'm looking for today's session. Let's hope we could get as big as 2%, 1.86% pump. That will fill this gap. So that's what my expectation is. Let's see how it goes. And triple Qs, that's the Nasdaq index. The levels are 370 and below, 371, let's say, and below. That's a good area to buy. Commodities, gold are now selling still flat, but it was kind of getting closer to sell zone. This red line, and now it's getting closer to buy zone. So 1916 and below, look to buy gold or gold miners. Silver also below neutral zone, so 22.65 and below, look to buy silver. Natural gas, you can see it's now above sell zone. So you can see here it came to the buy zone here, and now it's getting closer to the sell zone, and it's near second standard deviation, and I think it's a good area to take profits if you're holding natural gas. Crude oil also near sell zone. I think that's a good area to take profits. Dollar in the middle. So if dollar drops to the buy zone, that's going to be bullish for gold, Bitcoin, and stock market. So keep an eye on that. And if it comes below 104.68, you should be looking to take profits and exit other stocks, because dollar, that's going to be when dollar will be entering buy zone, and it might be taking a bid to go higher. Bitcoin, you can see it was in the sell zone here, came down to the buy zone. So you can see here yesterday after a massive pump, it came above third standard deviation and then couldn't hold it. So stocks cannot hold above third standard deviation, and then it dumped. So now it went from sell zone to the buy zone, and now it's in the buy zone. Ethereum is also in the buy zone. And let's look at any of the stocks pre-market. Let's see what's selling, and we can see if Amazon is 0.49 but still in the sell zone. Let's see Microsoft in the middle neutral zone. Snowflakes is pumping. Not sure what's there. Maybe some news. First Solar Rise, some coverage with buy. So we should have, you missed it. You should have bought it yesterday. Now it's not the time to buy Snowflakes. Nvidia is near buy zone, so 458.27 below, look to buy. AMD 105.42 and below, look to buy. Toronto Stock Exchange, is it in the buy zone? XIC is the ETF. XIC if you want to buy Toronto Stock Exchange stocks. That's the ETF should be looking to buy. And let's look at let's look at other stocks or indexes. Let's see, where is Hang Seng Index? Here you go. Hang Seng Index is in the buy zone, so that means China stock should be in the buy zone. Let's quickly look at Alibaba, some major stocks in China. They should be here somewhere. Here you go, Alibaba. You can see in near third standard deviation, very good time to buy. Baidu, you can see in the good range to buy. MCHI is the index, China index, also near third standard deviation. So you should be looking to buy these. Falling along, let's see some commodities. Copper is in the buy zone, just touching buy zone. Palladium in the neutral zone. Wheat just bouncing from the buy zone. Corn in the neutral zone. Soya beans is bouncing from the buy zone. Sugar is near the neutral sell zone, just taking a dip right now. And let's see gold miners. Newmont Mine, biggest gold miner, just touching the buy zone and bouncing. Gold GDX is also near buy zone, 28.23 and below. Look to buy. And let's see if there's anything else selling pre-market. Let's quickly take a look. Shopify, still higher than buy zone, so ignore that. And Nike is in the buy zone. You can see there are three levels, 98 and below. Look to buy right where it is right now. Let's see anything else. Pre-market, anything interesting. Banks should be in the buy zone. All banks are in the buy zone. All American banks are also in the buy zone. JP Morgan, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America near buy zones, and Canadian banks, National Bank is in the buy zone. So all Canadian banks are also, looks like so overall Canadian sector is in the buy zone. And Bridge is pumping, massive pump, 0.9% after a massive dump. So it was a good time to buy, and still below 33.29. Look to buy Enbridge, not bad idea. Let's look at any growth stocks. Nikola is closer to buy zone. Palantir is in the neutral zone, and Zoom is also nearby zone. Okay, guys. So again, let's quickly look at the levels. US 500, 4436 and below. Look to buy. Nasdaq 100. 15193 and below. Look to buy. Okay. All right, guys. Good luck and all the best.